Hello. For this playthrough, we're starting a new playthrough in Subnautica. This is the first time I will have played the game, so it'll be mostly a blind playthrough for me. I've had a little bit of spoilers, I've seen a little bit of gameplay. Um, so if you're watching on Twitch or watching on YouTube, if I'm not doing something particularly intelligent, feel free to leave a comment. Just understand that I'm recording 4 to 5 parts ahead because I'll record 4 to 5 parts in a sitting. So if you're commenting on YouTube, I might not get to see it for a while until after the next recording, so there'll probably be some delays there. If you're watching on Twitch, I believe I have a little bit of stream delay on, so if you leave a comment, don't expect me necessarily to respond to it right away, especially if I'm really engaged with whatever I'm dealing with in the game, because I'll have to take a moment to look over and see the comments. So with that, let's get started with Subnautica. Again, this is mostly blind playthrough. I think I've got the audio reasonably balanced as far as the game is concerned, so let's get in with a new game. And I think we'll just go with the normal survival. So, first part of this is obviously going to be the splashdown. For what I know about the game is that we crash on an ocean world after something goes wrong with our ship. Unknown world entertainment presents crashing of our ship. All personnel abandon ship. So go into the escape pod. Escape pod obviously built for 2 people, and there's only one of us in it. So potentially sucks for whoever the person is we're leaving behind. Things are getting damaged from being improperly attached to the walls and such. And I assume this is a little bit of the tutorial going on here. It's going to teach us how to deal with some of the stuff right at the beginning. Okay, pick up the fire extinguisher. Just need to move around. Right click to use. Okay. Got bugs or feedback. Feed them in with 8. F8. Good to know. Probably won't need to use it. Booting up in emergency mode. Blah 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 blah.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome. This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
Press tab to close it. Let's get. So we can open that with A. Okay. Click there. Repair tool, so we'll need a repair tool. Sources, electronic materials, water, tools, repair tools. We need to find silicon rubber, cave sulfur, and titanium. Okay. We've gone ahead and crashed down on the ocean world. Die for the very first time. Okay.
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
Okay, so how do we harvest stuff? So we have a medical kit fabricator, open storage. What's in the storage? Flares, liquid water, drain block. Greens unknown, need titanium. I'm just gather some of this stuff. Not quite sure yet. let's get back up on top again. Okay, so presumably when I was in here in the water, I didn't do. Okay, so we can pick it up if we're above it. Can't do anything in the water. I think we pick up the acid mushrooms. Can't pick you up. Can't do anything with the coral shield plate. Definitely pick up the mushrooms. Break limestone. Okay. Got some limestone. Not sure what we do with the limestone, but we got some limestone. Let's catch a fish.
Oxygen.
Okay, let's see if we can turn any of this stuff into something usable. Okay, cook the fish.
It is common for those accustomed to synthetic foods to be repulsed by eating an animal carcass. Remember that humans survived this way for millennia. You can too.
Okay, so acid mushrooms we can use to make batteries. Air tools, silicon rubber, and cave stuff. Okay. Oh, there's some more limestone.
Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely.
Apparently our survival is unlikely. Okay. Okay, pick up some metal salvage.
Oxygen.
I feel like there's a piece of equipment I am missing somewhere. Okay, got some titanium from salvage. Some titanium. Butcher tank, fire extinguisher. We don't need another fire extinguisher. Floating air pump. Pins, first aid kit. Locker? No, we don't need more storage yet. What I'm really looking for is probably battery. Okay, so let's make that battery we can make. Make the scanner and start scanning some stuff.
New blueprint acquired. The scanner can be used to synthesize blueprints from salvage technology and to record alien biological data.
So I saw some salvage we could scan earlier if we had the scanner. We now have the scanner, so let's see if we can find it again quickly. So it looks like it might be something that's useful. One creature egg, okay. less useful than I immediately thought. So I know the big ship that we crossed near. If we want to explore it early, we need to explore it before it explodes. So we need to probably get going relatively quickly.
Oxygen.
Nope, cutting in a little close. Alright, that shows up on the map, so let's take the moment to swim out quickly to the ship here.
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. Continuing to monitor.
Why did we suddenly... I'm not sure. Oh, because I dropped the food instead of... Let's see, can I figure out where that piece of food went? Well, found a sea glide fragment instead. I mean, where the ship is. It was over there. Let's explore the big one before it goes kablooey. It's definitely deeper out here. Radiation detected. Okay. Must not yet be equipped to go safely to there, so... About face. I was wrong. Can't go to the ship this early. Away from the radiation. Managed to grab the fish. Surface, get our oxygen back. Nope, nothing down. Grab some acid mushrooms, but let's get back up to the surface before we suffocate. So apparently sailing or swimming straight to the big ship was the mistake because we don't have any radiation protection. And presumably we'll get at some point get the ability to get some.
alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy.
Got some more acid mushroom. Okay, let's back in our ship and see if we got any ability to get some other tools. It's a repair tool. We haven't found a repair tool yet. Pick up the replaced kit. Let's see what we got in the fabricator. So we can make filtered water, and we can cook bladder fish. Make some glass, so we'll do that. Make a center tank, which we don't need. O2 tank. Pipe. Walker. Let's craft an O2 tank. Yeah, it's giving us more time underwater.
Acquired.
Okay, water, food, air. We just need to find more things.
Detecting increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive
Yep,
core.
so we know the drive has some issues. So we could use more glass, use more titanium, use some silver. Some silicon rubber. Repair tool, which is silicon rubber. Flashlight is another piece of battery. Survival knife with silicon rubber. Okay. Get out there looking for stuff. Now that we can swim for longer. Before we scan that. Don't think we need more acid mushroom for the moment. Some copper ore. Some quartz. Grab one of those before it swims away. Some more quartz. Alright, time to get back to the surface.
Oxygen.
Going a little too far. Okay. Upgrader. Do we have more usable stuff? We got some more glass. Make some copper wire. So make some copper wire. So tool-wise, we're mainly just looking for something to make silicon rubber out of. Resource-wise, what are we missing for silicon? Creepvine seed cluster. Okay. So looking for something that looks like a vine. now we got the ability to build Sea Glide,
Blueprint
which, if I remember what that is a device that'll help us move around faster underwater. So I'm gonna salvage.
detecting sulfur deposits in the local cave systems. Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool.
Yeah, which we need. Yeah, so we got a little bit of sulfur in that dive. Still saying we're normal. Whether that's true or not, it's a different problem. There's that cave we were in before. Let's see if we can find a little bit more sulfur in here. Don't think I need more acid mushrooms. Okay, let's get back to the surface before we have a problem. Getting closer to getting the scan complete.
Oxygen.
There we go. Okay, so for that repair tool, still missing on the silicon and rubber, so we're still looking for vine seed clusters. So looking for something viney and seedy. Not we're looking for, we'll scan it. Those look like they can nibble. Not mess with the nibblers. No luck yet finding what we're looking for. Hopefully when we find it, there'll be a decent amount around, so we can pick up enough. There's some scrap. Okay, still. Yep. I think probably the more experienced people in the game probably are like, you walk past or swam past it a couple times. The inventory is full as well. Do some inventory management. Some of the inventory management is probably just get the from mushrooms out of the inventory. Battery lubricant. Okay, don't know where we're getting lubricant from. Cook some
The
lunch.
fabricator cooks small organisms while disposing of the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption.
Alright, so let's look at the storage container. What do we need? Don't think we need the acid mushrooms we have, so let's dump a bunch of those in. Got these in titanium, so on. The egg. Types of eggs. Consume that water. Consume the cooked pepper. We'll use the first aid kit because I suspect we've got another one. Wait, the rest of them we do. Make some more water with the fabricator. Yeah. Okay, let's get back out, see if we find some of that vine. Over to that one. It's veined in nettle, not what we're looking for. I'll go get some air. Check out this area. Okay, that looks more like what we're looking for. So we'll go scrap. Vehicle bay fragment.
Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes. Further study recommended.
Vine seed cluster. Very full. We got some of what we're looking for, and I'm getting nibbled on. Well, still normal, even getting nibbled on. Okay, let's get back to the surface. Where are we going? There we're going. So let's get some of the silicon rubber made up, and we can get, well, the repair tool fixed, and some other stuff. Got something on the surface over there. We'll go explore there in probably the next part. I need a little bit of crafting, and then we're going to go ahead and put part break in for YouTube. Okay, so fabricate me, that was lubricant apparently.
Lubricant is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
Let's get the repair tool. We can use this to repair stuff.
Life got secondary systems online, running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
I think that's everything fixed.
Radio online. Broadcasting emergency distress signal.
And then tools. We have what we need to make a survival knife. We do. Also flashlight.
Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only exception.
Knife remains the only exception. Okay. Let's replace the flare we have in our taskbar with our handy dandy flashlight. So survival knife, repair tool, scanner, flashlight, and a fire extinguisher. I don't think we need the fire extinguisher, but quickly pick up some more silicon rubber, some more titanium from the salvage. So tool-wise, I think we got the basic tools. Eventually make an air bladder, but I think we'll hold off. Equipment-wise, if we can find some silver ore, we'll upgrade our tanks. Oh, let's make some fins so we swim a bit faster.
The fabricator draws from available data to provide environment-appropriate equipment using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden.
Battery. And some copper ore. Okay, well this is probably a good place to go ahead and put in the part break. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be another part up tomorrow. Gonna record 4 more parts today. So you can probably expect there to be another part up every future day for 4 more days. If you're watching Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to try to record some more. This is mostly a blind playthrough, so please don't expect me to necessarily do everything in the most optimal of orders, because I don't know what those are. So until next time, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.